What's going on, guys? eBibs here, Mr. Remote Life. So we are taking a break from our closet build just to get a little on our technical side and do some geeky stuff. So what we have here is my soon-to-be boat anchor. This thing is so heavy. It's actually a 2006 Mac Pro. It's super loud. The fans, they rev up as soon as the processor. I mean, it's a Core 2 Duo processor, so the processor is super old. So whenever you're trying to do things on it and then running like media server software on it, it revs up completely loud and it's just obnoxious. Another thing is, since we're putting the rack in the wall, I want the space to be clean as possible. So what I ran out and got is a rack PC chassis. So what I've done is, you can see here on the time lapse, I've basically stripped this whole thing out. We're going to be installing a ASRock Extreme motherboard, and we're going to build another Hackintosh. Let's have some fun, guys, just getting on our technical side of things and just building out this new rack mounted hackware. Alright, guys, you've seen the intro, you've seen what we're doing. I have everything laid out here in front of me on the desk. We got our overhead cam set up. So let's get to it. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna unbox this nice behind motherboard here and let's get this thing going, man. So what I find funny is they put DVD peripherals and this thick manual, man, with a nice quick startup guide and a postcard. Check that out, postcard from me. So some old antiquated things that you would normally see back in the day. They still have them listed in our packaging, which is pretty cool. Sweet. Came with some what's on one right angle SATA cable. Oh, we got two. A couple straps, a couple screws. I have to figure out what these are for. These look like they could be for mounting our stand. Yeah, so it looks like it's for mounting our motherboard to the chassis. So what this is going to be, it's going to be another headless server. So basically there won't be a monitor attached to this. It'll be just a computer in a rack. And the only way you can reach it is either through SSH or the web GUI, or what's the other one? Remote desktop. Because of course with Apple, you have RDP built in, and it's pretty cool. This is a Apple environment, so we have the Apple ecosystem here in this home, and pretty much every home I will have, because I'm hooked to the Apple ecosystem. So one thing I found it easy to do whenever I'm doing something like this, for your workspace, real quick, let's go ahead and mount some of the stuff like your underboard. You want to go ahead and mount your processor cooling holder and go ahead and mount the processor before you put it in the chassis. So I like how they just put foam around everything and make it so much more secure. So check this out. This has a HDMI, DisplayPort, USB-C. I thought I got the Thunderbolt one, but I actually didn't, so it's no biggie. Like I said, this is all headless, so step off. So we're gonna peel this plastic back. protective stuff, because she's just going in the closet. It has a M.2 wireless, but we're never going to use Wi-Fi on this board. It's always going to be the best way possible, wired. Alright guys, we are back. It's another day. It's actually been a couple of days. I actually had to do a few shows, but we got our parts in, new fan, new case, new sleds for the hard drive. So we are back on our build, finishing up this computer. So what I did, a few things off camera, was I ran the SATA cables, dressed a little bit of the cables, did some ties here and there. We got our SATA power here, SATA data there. Everything's installed. So actually, after we fill these hard drive sleds up, these is actually 5 by 5.25, and then we got some converters to convert our 2.5, not 2.5, but our 3.5 drives to sit in here. Of course, we want to keep everything cool, so I found this little cooling adapter fan, and then we got a hot swap adapter for our backup drive. So as that fills up, we can swap it out, throw in another drive. But let's get this thing going and let's get this thing fired up, because I'm ready to see how it looks.
got a bad feeling about this.
All right, so we had a slight fail with the power supply. I might let it rock for now just because this thing's gonna be sitting in the shelf in the closet and it works. So, but I think it's gonna bother me. We'll think about it. Matter of fact, leave in the comments below, what would you guys do? Maybe I can build like some type of little, and get my buddy to 3D print like a little trim to go around it that I can screw into. That will work. Just give me some options, give me some ideas, guys. But for now, we're gonna rock with this. I don't really like how that power supply is sitting. Even though it's very tight in the case, it's still not screwed down, it's not torqued down. So it doesn't make me feel all the warm and fuzzy of a good install. But the glow is nice on the motherboard. And but we're gonna keep pushing forward because we wanna finish getting this project done. And then we can go back and fix some things just like we're doing with this closet. We come back and fix it, and it's par for the course and come along with the journey. But if you guys like stuff like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man, because the next episode is going to be a good one. We're going to go through basically customizing this firmware and being able to really dig deep and install Mac OS to make it a Hackintosh. So hack server 2.0. Except this time we're not actually using the Mac hardware. We're using the hardware we just assembled. So until next time, guys, it's about that remote life. So share it, like it, do everything you want. Just come back and watch the next video. All right, we out of here. Peace.